You want to, let's talk about money, making money and wealth. You have an idea? Don't tell me about this idea for 2 years. Go out and create a minimal viable product and see if you can get some stranger to buy it. I was watching the guy, I saw an interview with the guy, I forget his name, the guy who started Sean John or whatever on Shark Tank. And he was saying, he got into business by making some t-shirts, going down to the stadium, the baseball stadium, and trying to sell some to strangers. He's like, I didn't want to build an empire until I knew somebody wanted this stuff. Minimum viable product. Get out there. Don't tell me about your business. You can make 10 businesses, 15. One of my business partners said, Todd made 20 businesses. And he's made, $50 to $100 million in his life. He's not afraid. Go out. Don't let it stick on you. The idea you're going to be an entrepreneur. Don't put off for tomorrow what you can do today. I'm telling you, whenever I don't do this, I feel the pain. Those of you in my 67 steps, I talk about, if you don't have it in your head, you have to have it in your heel. You don't have it wired right in your brain, you will feel the pain of having to do extra steps. No extra steps. Efficient. Occam's razor, basically says, make the thing simple. When you have multiple choices, go with the simple one. The simple choice is, if I want to buy a book, I used to sometimes get trapped. I would send my assistant an email, but I was like, the same amount of words, I could more easily open the Amazon app, press one click, have the book delivered. I didn't increase her cognitive loading. She could do other things for me. And for me, my life's better because I don't have to worry about following up with her, and the book comes quicker, and I actually type less words. It's the ultimate, what they call, the economist Pareto, the Pareto efficiency. Not the 80-20. This is Pareto efficiency, which means win-win situation. So when it comes to wealth creation, don't tell me about you're going to save money. Go take $100, transfer it from your checking into your savings online in your bank today. Do not do tomorrow what you can do today. When it comes to love, happiness, you don't know. People can be taken from you. You have someone that you love, you haven't talked to them, don't put it on a list to surprise them on their birthday. That's presumptuous. One thing I learned, I lived with the Amish for 2.5 years when I was young, and the Amish never presumed on life. They taught you there. You never say, I'll see you tomorrow. That's not in their language. They took it out of their vocabulary and they say, I hope to see you tomorrow. There's a difference. You must be humble. In German, there's a word called Gelassenheit, bending your knee to something bigger than you, and time is bigger than us. Time is the unknown, as Stephen Hawking talks about in one of his later books, Theory of Everything. Don't tell me, and don't tell yourself, it's not me, by the way, I don't mean to sound condescending, I'm talking about for you. Don't talk about who you need to tell you love or who you need to spend more time with them. Get in the car, go do it today. Bias towards action. Alexander the Great. These are men of action. And people, men and women of action, they rule the world. They have impact. Hopefully positive, right? Talking about Hillary Clinton. She doesn't talk about thank you notes. She's one of the most high-powered people in the world, and she takes time each day to make videos to thank different people that she runs into in her path. You and I, we're certainly not more busy than the Secretary of State was, but yeah, what's our excuse? It's the stickability hot potato. She gets it off her plate every day. She's even gone further and systematized it, which we can talk about later. And if you're not in my 67 steps, or if you are, a lot of you are, go on this private VIP thing that I've started to do, this live streaming I do once or twice a month. It's I charge money for that, but if you're penny wise, dollar foolish, you will have bigger problems. I charge less than the average American pays in coffee every month for that. But no stickability. But when it comes to that last thing, when it's happiness, happiness must come, as I said, Kahneman or Martin Seligman. It must be experiential. No Picasso's dichotomy, doing what you hate today to save up money to be happy tomorrow. No. Make sure you do things daily that will make you happy. I'm all for the grind. I'm all for working. Man, if you got to put in 14 hours, who cares? But make sure you set out that time for happiness. And remember, happiness is not always in the moment. Happiness is being part of something bigger than yourself. Make time to be part of something bigger than yourself. If you're not part, go become part of something today. The beauty of modern technology is you and I no longer have an excuse. All right? It's going to change your life. I'm asking you for 5 days. What I want you to do because this will create intent, and intent is correlated in the brain with actuality. Right here on this page, if you're watching this YouTube, on my website, on my podcast, leave a note, a comment, okay? If you're on podcast or review, if you're on YouTube or my site as a comment, what's one area you've been lagging, or a handful of things that are still on your task list that you're just going to get off over the next 5 days. And if you can do them today, you're not even going to wait till the 5th day. Get them done today. You may be listening to this at 11:59. You have 1 minute to do it. Do it today. And the beauty of this is that it's going to give you health, wealth, love, and happiness. You will have impact on the world. You will not be forgotten. You will not be a cog in the machine. You will be somebody who will be remembered for getting things done. So 5 days, leave the comment here. Look at other people's comments. Talk back and forth. There's a tremendous power in, like Matt Lieberman says in this book here, Harvard guy, social. So that's why I want you to put it on this page. Don't just keep it in your head. That's procrastinating. Notice I didn't use the word procrastinating. Procrastinating is the accumulation of many bad habits. I don't like to focus on that big one. I like to rip apart each bad habit as they arise. And the first one is the stickability. Get that hot potato going. Get it off your plate. There will be some things you can't get off your plate. There will be things you have to suck your thumb and think on for a while. You can't make that executive decision. But 90% of the things that you have on your list, you can get off. And then that cognitive loading, your brain, your worrying is down. You got a list of real things you need to think about. And all these little trifles are done, okay? 5-day challenge. Tell me how it changed your life. I'm telling you, every time I do it and I stick to it, and I've been able to do it for a long time now, I see the results quickly. Remember, quick action often creates quick results. So even if you're impatient, you'll begin to see it, and you're going to slowly rewire your brain. Everything, like Dr. Sharon Mollum says, we're training our gene down to the gene level, the enzymes, the catalysts that cause you to rethink and readapt. They will be changing for the better. You will be able to get what you want as you build this into a habit. Start with 5 days, then do it for 67 days, and then do it for 18 months. First habits, get that 5 days, then that real habit around 67 days, and then you go further and further. You never stop. Like Munger says, the billionaire, go to bed each day a little wiser. You're going to go to bed a little wiser and a little more trained to have impact for this bias towards action. Get things done, all right? So last thing, go to tylopez.com. I give away